Looks like we have one other hiker here, maybe a camper. I'm at the Long Gulch trailhead, just on the other side of Carter Meadows. And we're going to be hiking up to Trail Gulch Lake, and I'm going to try to climb a couple of the peaks that are right around the lake. I may only hit the highest one, we'll see how we go. It's not too far up, you cross the stream here. This time of year it's not too high, so there's a lot of rocks and it's pretty easy to navigate. And just keep going this way. Made it to Trail Gulch Lake. Very calm this morning. Got some campers on the other side of the lake. But this is just an opening here. I'm going to be taking the trail all the way up to where that little pass is. And I think the peak I want is that one there. And I may try to hit this one up over here. As you can see, it's been pretty cold here. The stream's all frozen. And there's just a little bit of ice kind of on the surface right there. There's also a little island right there, which if it was warmer out, I could probably swim out to. So I'm at the top of the pass, 7,400 feet. This is the way I came from. Trail Gulch Lake is about 1,000 feet below. And I still have about a 300-foot climb, trailless climb up this ridge to my first summit, which doesn't have a name, but it's right at about 7,700 feet. Still 0.15 miles from the top, but here's a nice view of Trail Gulch Lake. I was down there about a little over an hour ago. There goes that island I was talking about. So here we are on the summit of point 7,700. Trail Gulch Lake is right down below. Trees in the way though. Going north towards the Russian wilderness. I was on those two peaks yesterday. Russian Peak is right there. This peak here, it doesn't have a name, but it's a little bit higher. It's kind of the high peak right by Carter Meadows. Got Shasta. Actually, Mount Eddie's right in front of it. You can see down to Lassen. The core of the Trinity Alps, the Red Trinities. That's Coffee Creek, the access to the north end of the Trinities with Caribou Mountain. Sawtooth, Caesar, Thompson. Limestone Ridge over there. Back where I was. GPS says that this little peak here is called Deadman, but the topo maps show that that's Deadman there. This one here is just a little lower summit. That's this is the highest one, of course. That's going to be ranked. Well, so I'm on top of what GPS calls Deadman Peak. But if that's what it is, I mean, there is a summit register on top of this mountain. It's just a satellite summit off of the peak I was just on, though, back there. These trees also block the view of the lake, just directly below. There's a fairly good view. It's a little tree covered, but you can pretty much see everything. Well, this old entry does say Deadman Peak, so if that's what that is, I guess so. There's a number of signatures here. This one's August 7th, 1992. The most recent one is this entry here, back on August 31st, so I'm the first one in 2 months. I didn't fumble that carefully through it, but there is one from 1991 right there. Coming down, I saw a bear. He was scurrying this way, away from me, but you can see his tracks right here in the dirt. Almost down to the saddle, and then easy stroll back on the trail to the car. Alright, so I'm at the saddle here. My car's back this way. There's actually a number of other trails, but they're pretty faded, so this area doesn't get hiked in a lot. Anyway, we'll just head on back down to the car.